Hello team, this video I'm going to talk about Luraco magnetic jet called Magna Jet. Okay, and again this video is just for training purposes, okay, and internal use only. Don't send to anybody else outside, just for internal use. And I assume that you are new to Luraco, okay, because we don't have a time to make the two video. One is just for new hire, and another one is upper level or have a huge experience with the Luraco products. So this is called Magna Jet Head or wet end. Okay, somebody call wet end, somebody call Magna Jet Head, somebody call jet head. Okay, that's fine. Okay, or somebody call jet assembly. That's okay. Okay, this one. Okay, inside it has magnetic impeller. Okay, and in the middle have a bearing. Okay, in the middle of magnetic impeller have a bearing. Okay, and here the base, we call the base of jet head or Magna Jet Head, and this called shaft. Okay, and down here the white ceramic thing in the middle of the big base, we call the base of shaft. The white ceramic here, base of shaft, and this is the shaft. Okay, and the big housing called base of magnetic jet head or Magna Jet Head. And of course this is somebody called front face, somebody called the cap or the front cap. These motor assembly, or somebody call dry end. Dry end is dry, it dry the wet end. Okay, and also can be understood that it mount outside of the basin, so dry, no water. Okay, something like that, easy to remember. Okay, wet end because dealing with the water, dry end outside, no water. Okay, the motor, we have two versions, 110 volt and 240 volts. Okay, inside of this is the capacitor, because people say what inside. Okay, so I have to explain. Power core, capacitor in here, capacitor to have the motor start. Okay, when it start up, right? And this is called mounting housing, and this is called wing nut. You see it, 4 wing nuts to mount the motor or the mounting housing to the basin. Okay, and this is called the gasket. You see the gasket right here. Okay, okay, now with the Magna Jet or magnetic jet allows salon owner using it with disposable liner. So I assume this is a disposable liner, and then okay, and we place the client or nail technician place the wet end on the top of the mounting housing, and this is a disposable liner. And when you turn on the motor running, and then magnetic impeller here coupling with the magnet disc inside the mounting housing. They two magnetic discs coupling each other, and when one rotate, a couple other also rotate. So both rotate, cause the water jet out from the nozzle. Okay, from outlet. Here's a called inlet, and it's called outlet. Okay, now because magnetic coupling, that's why the motor is 5 pound. This motor 5 pound. When it run without the water, it burn the bearing, because the magnetic coupling offer high friction. Okay, friction, because two magnets pull together. Okay, and then if it's running without water, the bearing will be burned. This is a burn. And you know that there are many cases that salon owner or nail technician, they forgot to turn off the water pump before they drain the water out, or for some reason they're running without the water, so the bearing is burned, because remember, it's pulled down strong. The two magnet coupling push strong, so it's running just like you park your car and somebody tow your car while the car is parked. So you know, the tire will burn out quickly, you know, something like that. Okay, so magnetic jet is a very simple. Okay, but when you troubleshoot, most of the time either the bearing is burned, so it's stuck. Okay, when the bearing is burned, it's stuck. You know, the bearing touch to the base and not spin. Okay, so we suggest when the client call in and say my Magna pump, or they just call the pump not working. So what you do, you have to troubleshoot to see, you know, what the problem with it. Sometimes the power box, the control box has an issue, so the pump has no power. But when they push the air button, they don't see the pump running, they say the pump problem. But actually not the pump the problem. Either the air button problem or the air tube connect to the power box to enable on off switch in there, you know, issue, or the power box issue. So because at salon, anything, if they hit the button, they don't see the jet running, they say the jet problem. But they never think about maybe, like I say, the air button issue, the air tube issue, or the power box issue, or even the outlet where the power box plug to issue. You know, we have to provide some troubleshoot. Sometimes you have to tell them, okay, can you, first of all, okay, if the salon have a 2 pedicure spa or more that are easy for you to troubleshoot, you can swap the head. Okay, can you take the head from this pedicure spa, put over there, and take the head over there, put it over here to see if it's running. Okay, so easy, right? So you know the problem right away. The same with when they have, oh, I don't know, this one have a noise issue, and when they fill the water, they turn it on, and they video you, say you hear the hum noise, and they say, what's wrong? This pedicure spa have a hum noise, a lot of noise, and then you don't know the noise come from the motor or noise come from the jet head, and you know, and go and ask around, what's wrong with it? Can you tell me, engineer? Can you have? But hey, you can ask the line. You have a 2 spa using Luraco pump. Okay, do you? Most of the time they say yes, because of course the Dell pedicure spa, they have a 5 to 10 or 20 or 30 pedicure spas, and they say, okay, can you do me a simple thing? Swap the head. If the head over here, put it over there, and you know, causing the one over there making noise while it was very silent before, so we know exactly the head issue. Okay, not the motor. Something that, you know, swap, and you will see which one caused a problem. Because when the video like that, you don't know noise come from the head or noise come from the motor. We don't know. Okay, that is troubleshooting. But when they say the pump is not running, be careful. Don't ask the client, can you send the pump back to us for investigate? Oh my God, no. Don't do that. Have to troubleshoot, because maybe the pump has no power. Okay, at the pedicure, at the nail salon, they use air button to turn on and off. Why air button? You know why? Because the pedicure spa dealing with the water, they don't want to install any electrical button unless like Luraco I feel button. Because we know that the I feel button will deal with the wet environment or the water around pedicure spa. So we design with that intent, with the intention that to cover everything with seal water very well. Okay, so that's why. But over there they use air button and kick the air to the power box. The power box usually installed underneath of the pedicure spa, outside and far away from water and wet environment here, and it have an air tube go from air button to the control box out there, and the pump connect to the power box there. The power box is very simple, just a switch in there. When I hit the air button, turn on, hit the air button, turn off, hit the air button, on off, hit, that's it. But sometimes we found many cases, not sometimes, air button broken inside, it doesn't have enough pressure to turn on the power box, or the air tube loose, or power box have an issue, the switch inside is a mechanical switch, have a problem. Anything, they press the button and they see the jet not running, they pick up the phone and the jet is problem. No, we have to troubleshoot, and that's not always the jet problem. Okay, and again, when they say the noise, we tell them to swap and try to see where the noise come from, and if the noise come from the motor, so most of the time the water get into the shaft and get into the bearing, causing noise. And remember, before we don't have the seal in there, because we don't think that the water they get into the shaft and bearing easy like that, and the way that the old pedicure spa design different, and now they have a water head, water shower on top of the motor. Okay, before is opposite direction, pump over here, water shower, water head, and the water fall, opposite position. But now they have the waterfall and the water spray on the top of the motor, and over the time they pull up and down, so the water hose loose a little bit, and water keep dripping on the top of the motor, and then get into the shaft and the bearing, and then it causing noise. Okay, and now when we found the issue, and then we add the seal inside on the top of the motor. Okay, so the water, even it drop here, it won't get into the shaft and won't get into the ball bearing, that causing noise when the water get into it. Okay, so we saw, but however, out there still have a many pump that doesn't have a seal on the top of the motor. Okay, so sometimes if the water get into it, for example, they using for years and no problem, but suddenly now the motor make noise, and because for, like I say, the water shower and water head, water spray on top of it, and over the time when they pull out to clean the basin and push it back out in, and sometimes it tweaks it, so the water hose, the connector right here get loose a little bit, and water keep dripping to the motor, and then get into the motor and cause the noise. Okay, so it's very simple device. Okay, so I think with this one, I think that's enough for you guys. Thank you.